Hey guys, John here from Bring the SEO. Today I want to share something with you actually that happened to me a couple of years ago that will help prevent you hopefully from making a similar mistake, and that was speed to payment. This is something that I kind of touched on about 2 weeks ago, ensuring that we get paid as quickly as possible. One thing that you can say, which is as soon as payment clears, we can get started. But that aside, I want to share a quick story with you around a situation that happened to me that ended up costing me a $9,000 a month SEO contract. Now, I was speaking at the time with someone who owned and operated several medical centers, and they came to me. They were interested in SEO. Anyway, we went through the whole sales process. I pre-qualified. I made sure they were a good fit. I took them through the presentation. I pitched and I sold. I pitched and I closed, and they agreed and they said, yes, let's get started. Now, what actually happened was I held the sales presentation late on a Friday afternoon. I think by the time we got off the call, it was about 20 past 5, Friday afternoon. The prospect said, yep, let's do it. Send over the invoice and we can get started. And I thought, brilliant, this is fantastic. $9,000 a month SEO client. Can't wait to get started. This is going to be a great project. I made the mistake of thinking, okay, well, 5:30 p.m. Friday afternoon, I'll send the invoice on Monday. So I waited until Monday. I had a great weekend, I'm sure, at my own expense. Come Monday, I sent the invoice. Nice speaking with you. Can't wait to get started on the project. Here's the invoice. And this is back many years ago when I used to send manual invoices, which I would not recommend. So I sent the invoice on the Monday, and Monday went by. Then Tuesday went by. Then Wednesday went by. And towards, I think it was getting towards the end of the week, I followed up and said, I can't remember the guy's name, Michael or something. I said, Mike, what's going on? Haven't received payment yet. Anyway, he came back to me a few days later. He said, listen, John, I had a chance to speak with my business partner and we've decided to go in a different direction. We had a conversation on the weekend and we've decided that we're not going to invest in SEO. We're going to do PPC, Google Ads. We're going to do that instead because my business partner spoke with someone at a networking event and they said, don't waste your money with SEO. And anyway, I ended up losing the project. That was pretty painful. Now, the reason I'm sharing this story with you is because I want you all to be aware of this. Don't make the same mistake that I did. I still think about this and I get quite frustrated with myself because I knew better. Even at the time, I knew that I should have been collecting payment immediately. And maybe this is my whole point, right? You don't want to let leads go cold, especially those who are hot and ready to work with you. Now, I'm a big fan when it comes to collecting payment. There's a million different ways you can do this. But the first thing I'll say is this. Don't delay for obvious reasons. If someone says yes, make it easy for them. Okay, collect payment as quickly as possible. Like I said, there are a multitude of ways of collecting payment. I myself personally, I'm a big fan of selling services like products. In the past, I used to use credit card authorization forms, so I get their credit card details, and then I would go into, an application or something where I could enter their details in and then process payments that way. Before that, I was doing manual invoicing, and that was an absolute nightmare because you'll spend all of your time following up with late payments, late and non-payments. You don't want to do that. Now, as I said, I'm a big fan of selling services like products. Everyone knows how to use a checkout page. So for me, and this is just my way of doing it, and like I said, there's a million different ways you can collect payment, and some people will do it differently, I'm sure. But for me, I wanted things to be easy. If I have someone and I've just taken through a sales presentation and I say, yep, let's go. How do I make payment? I send them a link. I say, here you go. Just enter in your details there and click on go and we can get started. Now, I'm a big fan of doing this using Stripe with Thrivecart, and I know everyone's going to lose their mind and say, oh, what about all the merchant fees and everything else? Well, what's going to be more expensive? Maybe losing a percentage in merchant fees or wasting time following up with prospects or clients that are, late to make payment. But that's maybe a topic for a different video. But just to round it out, guys, don't delay. Someone says yes, and they're ready to work with you, process payment as quickly as possible. All right, guys, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you've experienced this yourself. I'd love to hear your story below. Hope you found this of value, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, head over to bringtheseo.com. We provide business development training for SEO consultants wanting to improve their processes, increase profits, and scale to $100,000 a month or more without all the stress and overwhelm.